everyone, Diana from Diana Simplifies here. How are you doing? I've been doing a little decluttering around the house. Once again, I'm doing that summer challenge that's in the Minimal Moms mentorship group. That is a group that you have to pay for, so I'm not telling you to sign up for it. It's really helping me to, I think, kind of not finish. Are you ever finished? Are you ever really in maintenance mode? I'm not sure, because I think I bring too many things in, but maybe I'll do better and not bring so many things in and sooner. Maybe I'll do better with that. But I guess what I'm saying is I'm fine tuning. And so during the summer challenge, one of the weeks was in your closet, and I do kind of struggle in there because I do like clothing. I haven't worn this shirt in forever, and I wore it today, and I sort of fell in love with it today. So I think it looked pretty cute today. I was glad I went ahead and wore it. I wore it with a skirt. Now I've got it on with jean shorts. So it seems like it's working out pretty well. It is a little bit hot. I think, if anything, that would be one reason I would get rid of it. But anyway, I did pull a few things out of the closet. I did a whole video in the closet, and then I didn't post it because I hardly decluttered anything. And I felt like if I was gonna do a closet declutter, I should actually declutter something. But if you want to see it, even though I only pulled a few things out, let me know in the comments, and I'm glad to post it. I just felt weird posting it because you'll see. I only pulled a few things out. And I've actually pulled a few things out since then. But anyway, well, let's just get into it. Where did I think the little shirts are right here. Ranger found a snack I was decluttering, and it won't hurt him, so I'm giving him this snack. So it's these lysine treats. My cats didn't really like it, and the cat that needed it, we ended up having to put him to sleep. So this was a couple years ago. So I've had these snacks up in the cabinet, but there's nothing wrong with them. And they smell exactly the way they did when I first, okay, here you go. When I first had them, and my cats did not like them. I love all these chewable treats that no one will eat. Ranger is on a chewable, or he was on a chewable for his liver issue that has just popped up. And he's got a recheck this week, so pray for him. Please pray for both of us. I want his liver to be just perfectly normal. He's going to have his gallbladder looked at and check his liver number, enzymes or whatever again. Okay, so I did pull these things out of my closet. This was one of the things, it's like a real nice warm thing you throw over your shoulders, kind of like a shawl. I don't want to unfold the whole thing, but it's like this. It's really pretty, and I love these kind of bright colors, so it's kind of a me thing. I wouldn't buy the, okay. Would I buy this? No. But it was free to me because it came from my mother-in-law's stuff. But she actually passed away over the winter, and I never wore it. Of course, it took me months really to wash all of her clothes. She had so many clothes. Just things that she was storing up. She wasn't using them, a lot of them. But anyway, another thing I pulled out of my closet, during the video, I went through all of the things that I buy from Dollar Tree, or some of it was from Walmart that I hang up. This one was just an extra one. And I think I meant to give this as a gift, but I don't really remember, so I'm just decluttering it. And then I took out 2 t-shirts that I decided I didn't want to wear because these v-necks, when I wear these to work, sometimes, usually the homeowners are around, and this is a little bit, when I got it, it's a little bit too far down for me to be bending over and stuff like that. So I've got 2 exactly alike. So this was about the only thing I pulled out of, I think this is the only thing I pulled out of the closet the day that I did the declutter. So you can kind of see where, like, I went through the whole closet, and I did organize some things. So I did do some organization while I was in there and kind of move some things around. But as far as decluttering, I didn't take that much out. However, before the declutter started, a couple days before that, I had pulled these out. I have these little what do you call these? Camisoles? I can remember the name. I had these little camisoles, and these look kind of, these white ones look dingy. And then I have a black one, and it might be at some point I would pull this black one out, but I can't even think of why. So the first thing I did, I happened to see these one day when I was in there, so I pulled these out. So this I had also pulled out, but it wasn't during the decluttering video. It was like a day or 2 before. So I had pulled those out. So just a few items out of my closet. Today I went in there and pulled a bunch of t-shirts out that were in this little, I'm not really big on containers like this. I have used them for a while, and I'm kind of over it, so I'm getting rid of most of my containers. I don't think I'm a container organizer. Is there a type of organizer that doesn't use containers? Whatever that is, that's what I am. I'm not really big into it. Occasionally, like some of my supplements I'll put in a container, but most of the time these just don't, this kind of stuff, taller, shorter, whatever, it doesn't seem to work for me. I emptied this one out too. This one I think was in my bathroom. I emptied this out and put something else in place of this. So I'm gonna get rid of this one. But I took the t-shirts out. I didn't want to get rid of the t-shirts because I might go back to wearing them when it gets cooler. Right now I'm wearing tank tops, but the t-shirts that I wear to work, I put them in my Time Will Tell bin. And so usually my Time Will Tell bin only has a few items in it. Right now it's got a lot of items because I put several pairs of leggings in there that I just have not been wearing, and so I just put them aside. And then I'd done that, or I had already done that. I put several pairs of jeans in there that I'm not wearing this summer, so I just took them out of my closet and put them in the bin. I will bring them back. Those I'm not gonna get rid of. I will bring them back out in the winter, but right now I don't need them. I'm wearing mostly shorts because it is very hot. If it's probably hot where you are too, but I know my friend Melinda up in Ohio, it's been very hot where she is. It's actually been a little bit cooler here than it is up there, but today it's super hot. So anyway, I'm just wearing shorts and tanks right now, and that's gonna go on probably till 1st of September or something like that. So no reason to have all that stuff in my closet. So I put all that in the Time Will Tell bin. I'll bring it out later. This was something I bought at Temu, and I thought I would use this like for your sink, and you can do this with it, you know, pull it out or push it back in. And then it ended up that what I was thinking I was gonna use it for, it just did not work for that. And so I'm decluttering that. So this is just decluttering around the house. I just pulled this. There's a china cabinet right here. I just pulled this out. I had bought these. I do not know why I bought these because we don't even use placemats, but they're just pretty. I got them at Dollar Tree. I've never used them, and the odds of me using them are slim to none. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put those in the declutter pile. Don't really know why I got those, but I don't need them. This is from a long time ago, a plastic tablecloth. And I just know I'm not going to use this again. It's really pretty, kind of, it's like a lacy kind of type. It's an attractive plastic one, but I'm just not going to use it. Typically, if I want to put a tablecloth on this table, I just order a new one or buy a new one. I find a new one and buy one. So I have not used this one in years. So clearly I'm not going to use it. So let's go ahead and declutter that. This book has been sitting by my bed, and y'all know I don't ever read. I read a little, but not much. This, I thought I would read it. It's The Fat Cat Takes the Cake, a Fat Cat mystery. I don't even know where I got it. Probably one of the little free book little cabinets that are around towns. That's probably where I got it. I don't think I paid for it. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick that in one of the book cabinets around town. We have one here, but nobody uses it. It's kind of, I think our town must not read, I guess. I don't know. Nobody uses it. I look at it occasionally. There's the same books are in there all the time. This rug came out of it's got cat hair all over it. It came out of my bedroom, and I just quit using it. You can't wash it. I didn't realize this till it was from Temu, and I didn't realize till I got it. Well, it doesn't say you can't, but it doesn't say you can. I may try to wash it and just see what happens, but I have a feeling it's going to fall apart in the washer, but I may just try it and see what happens. And then if it washes safely, then I will give it away, but I do not need it anymore. I used it for a while, but I don't need it now. And okay, I'm going to declutter the purse I'm currently using, and I kept this bag. This got a little stain on it, but I'd kept this bag. I think that'll wipe off because the bottom of this was tearing up a little bit, just a little bit. You can barely see it right here. I thought it was worse than this. So I got rid of this because I thought it was tearing up, but the more I look at it, I don't think it's as bad as I thought it was. So anyway, the one that I have is a backpack one, and it's hard to manage. I got it, I thought it was cute, and I decided I really need something more like this, or hopefully smaller. But I'm gonna go ahead and keep this one and declutter the one I'm currently using. So I brought this one in here. My other one, I've started putting it in a closet, trying to keep it off the surface, off the table and off the surfaces. So I've trained myself to put it in that closet, which is A+. But I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna keep this one. I just pulled this one out of my closet. So I'm gonna wipe that one off, get the stains off of it, and see if it'll come clean. Here are some treats I got Ranger that he didn't like. They're dental treats. The only way I can get him to eat these is to put in bone broth, and by the time you do that, I think it kind of does away with the whole greeny type dental thing. So I'm getting rid of those. I forgot to give them to him anyway. I might give him one more. But anyway, I can get those away. I was going to give them to my neighbor. I think her dog will eat them. Okay. Here is I've gotten rid of a bunch of these little things. I bought them, I think, when I was selling jewelry, and I just don't use them anymore. So I have one more I just ran across. And then I've got this empty container, and I've got the top. The top needs to be cleaned off. It was in a separate part from where this one was. This had stuff in it, and I took it out. And I'm getting rid of this container as well. So that's 3 containers. These are cosmetic wedges, which at some point I was using them for something, but I'm not using them now. So I'm gonna get rid of those. This is, I think, an Amazon gift bag. So I'm just gonna declutter that. I think over there where I declutter everything, I think they'll take that over there. These socks I got from my mother-in-law's pile when I was washing all her stuff, and these have just kind of been floating around, and I have a feeling they have the nice little grip on them. I have a feeling I'm just not going to wear them because it's just not something I really do. So it's one of those things in theory. It's like those seem really nice and soft, and then am I actually going to put them on? No. So I'm just going to let someone else enjoy them. I got these flowers from Temu. I have a vase. I got 3 packages, and I love them, by the way. Temu's fake flowers, they came just like this, all bunched up like this, and when you open it, they pop right out and fluff out and look fine. So I'm gonna get rid of this package because I bought 3, which was 1 package too many. I don't need this package. And it also has been floating around, so we're gonna stop the float, and we're just gonna take it over there, let somebody enjoy it, because you could put that in a little bud vase and be very cute. Okay, some things I decluttered yesterday. We had this little area that's outside. It wasn't quite as hot yesterday, and I knew it was going to be worse today. So yesterday there's this one little area that had a few pots, an old chair that had been sitting there probably for 20 years that I'm going to like prep this and spray paint and all this. I'm going to make this chair really pretty, and it probably would not have been hard, but I never got around to it. And the chair just sat there. It needed to be cleaned. It was just sitting there for I bet 15 to 20 years, whenever Uncle Johnny passed away, which was a long time ago. So I got Spencer to put that down the street yesterday. Someone took it. I took some pots down there and no one took them. So I took a really big, nice terracotta pot, but terracotta, those pots dry out really fast. So I don't know why, but if you just use a regular pot, the pots don't dry out so fast, and so you don't have to water them as much. But with the terracotta, they're constantly drying out, and they look dry all the time. The plant never looks that great, and it always, at my house, probably because of our weather. But they're pretty pots, but the plants never do that well. So I had him haul that huge pot down there, and nobody's taken it, which is unfortunate because it's a really nice pot. And then I had him take some smaller pots down there. I threw away a pot that had a rose bush in it, and it was a rose bush that we were going to transplant it. It's been sitting over there for probably 2 or 3 years, not being transplanted. And the more I think about it, the more I do not want it, because I already have the same exact rose bush. It had come up, an extra one had come up. This has come up several times where we would take one out and another one would come up. So we kept getting extras, but the thorns on these things are crazy. The little one is okay, but then as it starts growing, the thorns just get horrible, almost like a knockout. If you have knockout roses, they seem to have terrible thorns, or the ones around here anyway. I don't know about all of them, but the ones around here, the thorns are horrible. It reminds me of that. And I looked at that yesterday and I said, I'm not going to plant it. I don't want it. I can't think of any place I'd want to put it. I just threw it in the trash. So I just was like, I'm just done. And there was also a terracotta broken pot, because those do tend to break if, they freeze, hot, cold, freeze, they break. So I had one that was broken, so I did just have to throw that one in the trash. So I threw all that away yesterday. These little candles are really cute. I Fly Smart. They sold these somewhere else, but they had them at Dollar Tree, so I got them. And for $1.25, it was okay. It was a package of 4, but I used this one. They smell really good. I used this one up, as far as it would go, but it still got, you can see it still got in there. And so for a while, I just had it like sitting like this in my bathroom, open, where you could smell it. And then it got to where I couldn't smell it anymore. I'm gonna get rid of that. I found this ribbon yesterday, random. I'm gonna get rid of that. Goodness. These are Dollar Tree little cheap rugs, and my cats love these. So I've got 2 of these, but I have not used these in probably 2 years, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of those. Those are just really cheap. You definitely can't wash those, or I don't think so. I put so much ice in there, there's no water coming out. These are so good. They used to sell these at Sam's. Anyway, this is just the packaging that I'm throwing away, but yesterday I got the rest of them out of there. They're organic little fruit, frozen fruit snacks. They're really, really good. And the sugar, it's only got 6 carbs in it, so if you're low sugar. So if you find these somewhere and you want to try them out, you can tell they don't have a lot of sugar, but they're actually pretty good. If you get past these don't have that much sugar in them, they're pretty good. They're pretty refreshing, and they're organic. Anyway, Sam's doesn't have them this year. I thought they would sell them this summer, but they don't. But anyway, I put the rest of them, these are from last year, put the rest of them in the freezer. This just needs to go in the trash. And this has just been floating around in my junk room that I don't think I'm gonna need for anything. Presto cooker instructions. I think my mom gave me this, and then I gave her the pot back, and I must have forgotten to give her the instructions, but she knows how to use it, so I'm gonna get rid of that. A top to one of those party pails. I'll use the party pails. They're really good for mopping floors, like if you needed a bucket, or washing your car, mopping the floor, washing these outside doors, stuff like that. Washing the cabinets in the kitchen, or in the bathroom, something like that. This has been floating around outside. One of my long time ago, just a couple years ago, one of my Dollar Tree solar lights was on this, and this has just been floating around, so that's gonna go away. This also has been floating around, that's gonna go away. I've got a Heart Family recipe book that we made, and I think this is an extra. If this is an extra, this is gonna go away. If it's not, I'm gonna put it where it belongs, but I think I have that already. I think I must have had 2. And then this is just an extra, an empty one, and I don't need that, so I'm going to declutter that. And what is this? Okay, I think we're almost done with, I've got some boxes over there. Okay, so this is super dusty, but this is heart-shaped. This is a really cute basket. It's heart-shaped. Oh, good, from back here it doesn't look quite so dusty. Sorry, Ranger. Don't look quite so dusty, but I had this sitting out. I spray painted some of these are pine cones from my yard. They're huge. They're actually very nice. I spray painted them. This one's a smaller one, but I spray painted them. They have cat hair all over them. I'm decluttering the pine cones and this basket. That's been in my den forever, and I simplified the den recently, and just that didn't make the cut. Oh, I have an old Auric that I'm going to put down there, across there. My husband's family, he works for his family, and they were using this at their office for a long time, or at least it was at their office for a long time. I just don't need it. I have another Auric that I'm not even using the other one, so I probably should declutter that one, but I'm definitely decluttering this one. And then I've got 2 Roombas that are old. I don't even know if they work, but so I'm getting rid of 2 old Roombas. I may just put a note on there that I'm not sure if these work, and I think we kept them for parts, so I'm not even sure if I should take them down there. And then I got the box for the most recent one I bought. I bought one in 2020, but it never did really work right. So this is just an empty box. I'm getting rid of the empty box. I still have the Roomba, but I don't use it that much. I got something called a D-Bot that I'm using. And then Ranger's trying to get in the middle of my video. Hang on a second, I've lost the piece of this. Okay, I have a Brava. I'm also sitting on a yoga mat I'm getting rid of because I got a new yoga mat. So I'm getting rid of this one I'm sitting on. I got rid of another one I think in the last video. Now I'm getting rid of this one. Where are you meowing at me? I hear Mila, but I don't know where she's coming from. Are you behind me? Oh, come on. What are you doing in there? You went all the way around so you could talk to me? Shut the door because that room is just messy. Okay, I'm working on it. I've got a table in there I think I want to get rid of too. And I've got I have an old desk. I'm having a little bit of a struggle with that, but I just don't have any room for that desk. The main problem with this room right now is it's got too much furniture in it. So I think if the desk and the table go, probably about 2 chairs need to go too. We'll just take it slowly. Anyway, I think that's gonna go next. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if I actually let go of it. Okay, so I have this Brava thing, and this has cloths with it. I didn't go get them, but anyway, this thing has, if I had to do over, I wouldn't have bought it. It's a mop. It's pretty cool. It's made by the iRobot people. It's pretty cool, but I would not repurchase this. And I'm tired of dealing with it, and I haven't used it in a long time. It hooks up to Wi-Fi, but it takes it forever. And it's real iffy about hooking up to the Wi-Fi. And anyway, it's old, and I'll just mop it myself. You know what I mean? I will just mop it myself. Sometimes it's too much trouble, and that machine is too much trouble. So it is an iRobot, and it's a pretty cool little machine, but I just would not repurchase it. Okay, it also dry dust, which is pretty cool. So basically it goes around with a dry cloth, and you put the cloth on this thing and hook it into here. It's kind of like a Swiffer, except that it runs around by itself. But again, I had such a hard time getting it to hook up. So it has this little cube, and then also the batteries leaked in here, which was another big thing. So once the batteries leaked, I was like, you know what? I'm over this. So yeah, I just pretty much decided the last couple of days I was going to get rid of this. So anyway, it's got cat hair all over it. This is the little, I need to run it clearly because it's got cat hair on it. Anyway, this is the little cube, and you can see this is the thing where it hooks up. I think it's Wi-Fi, GPS. Anyway, it's got GPS technology, and maybe it wasn't Wi-Fi. I do not know, but it was terrible about hooking up. Okay, so that's it for me. I think what I left out was the challenge is in the Minimum Mom group this week is to get rid of 1,000 items, and I might have a few more things, but this is pretty much what I've gathered so far for this week. So this clearly is not 1,000 items. I did, however, get rid of about 2,000 emails. So, and I think about 1,000 of them were read, and over 1,000 were not read. And so the ones that showed up were a little over 1,000. And so I went ahead and deleted all of them. I finished that today. I think I started yesterday and finished it today. And that's going to be my 1,000 items. So you win prizes. So she gives away gift cards, usually like to Amazon or Starbucks or Target, depending on which challenge you're doing. So she does challenges just about every weekend. So I think this is the challenge for next weekend. So I'm not going to have 1,000 items, but I do have 1,000 emails. I think, and I also, if I have time, I may try to see if I can get rid of 1,000 photos, not digital, but actual photos, because I think I could probably pull that off if I have time, but I haven't started that yet, so we'll see. But so you can see, this is the kind of thing that it motivates me to do. Like, I knew I didn't have 1,000 things to get rid of. Spencer probably got rid of 1,000 things out in his storage room, which is it's like a barn actually. And he's been working on that all spring, and I would say he probably did get rid of 1,000 things. But a lot of it was the stuff that came in from his mom's house that he was, he had a storage unit for her, and then he brought stuff over here, and then he went through it, and then he got rid of it. So some of it was hers. It was not all ours. But he probably did get rid of 1,000 things. And then up in the attic, the same guy I got the chair from, Uncle Johnny, when he passed away, his mom decided to move some of his stuff here, and we did not want it. And no one else in the family wanted it, but it stayed up in our barn attic, so I never really saw it. I could go up there and look if I wanted, but I didn't pay much attention to it. But it was up in our attic for years. So now our attic is empty, and now he's figured out we have a rat problem up there. So it's like, isn't that fantastic? So I guess they've been living large in the furniture. But anyway, we know we have mice here, but yesterday he actually saw my cat playing with an actual rat, and then he lost it, which is unfortunate. So anyway, I think that's it for me. I know that ending on that story is probably gross for some of you. I'm sorry. We do live in a rural area, so it's kind of just, although I've never seen rats here personally. I did see a cat one time. She was not a very big cat, and she had caught one. She wasn't much bigger than it was. It was really funny. I was like, wow, girl, you're doing great. All right. Thanks for being with me, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you soon. Love you guys.